There we are. It's
Yeah,
magical. It's a magical night.
Yeah, I need to do my movie background setting.
You should. Actually, I almost put on the tux, but then, I'm sitting. So I didn't. Hey, everybody. Welcome. January 9th, 2022. It is the EriDan Film Festival. In particular, it's the EFFYs, where we celebrate the best in film and television from 2022, as well as do some other business. And we're going to do some business tonight.
Is there business happening?
Huh?
We're doing business?
Well, I have a couple of special things. I did some things. I pulled some classic EriDan Film Festival intros. We can reminisce.
Wow.
Yeah, we could go bound through memory lane since we've been doing this forever. This is episode, what is this? This is episode 136 of the EriDan Film Festival. It is unbelievable.
11 to go till we hit 147.
I can't dispute that fact.
It's math.
That is math. So we're so thrilled that you could be here tonight. We're going to give away some awards. If you would like to chime in what you think some of the best things from 2022 and movie and TV, you can join us at eridanlive.com. You'll want to close your browser, start a new browser, right? Yeah. But then it's so easy. It's just so easy. So we should bring in some friends, and then we can start to talk about how we got here. How did we get here?
Well, I'm trying to double check the link because we did have some issues.
Oh, yeah.
The link might not. Oh, it works.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm there twice.
Things are working. Technical difficulty resolved.
Might be a cache issue.
Oh, wow.
Or it might just be a timing issue because it was an hour ago.
Cache. Stacy and Wade are here. And they're in a very award show setup. You ever notice sometimes when there's two people on an award show, there's one person dead center in front of the mic, and then there's a person slightly off to the side trying to get into the mic. Kind of the way you guys are seated on the couch.
Well, the problem is Reagan's place seat holder didn't show up.
Oh, is that what the issue is?
There's usually a seat holder there.
I see. So,
speaking of seat holders.
One ring to rule the moon. One ring,
It's Brittany.
It is Brittany wearing my favorite EriDan hoodie of all time.
I've been wearing this one a lot lately. It's like really snuggly.
It's classic. It is part of the retro collection.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hello, mother.
Aw. Yay. Oh, you see, this is a magical night.
It's the EFFYs.
It is the EFFYs. Speaking of magic.
I'm sorry, Dave. This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
Yeah, I didn't get my gift bag.
Me neither.
Yeah. They're with the homuculators from the Clutch Radio show.
Remember watching when they started doing the awards shows from homes and from private, they're all in the middle of the pandemic, those really weird award shows that went on.
Those were a little strange. Weird. They were a little strange. They weren't, award shows weren't suffering enough. Go watch. Now all of a sudden, it was so strange. No, I'm not going to do that. Ryan.
I'm strange.
You are strange. He did not go to 8 years of strange school to be called Mr.
By the way, could they make a smaller can of Arizona iced tea?
No,
it's huge. Not a sponsor.
I think they do make a small one.
Yeah,
99 cents.
Yeah.
Still,
is that the green tea?
Two things have not changed in like 20 years. The Shure SM58 microphone which is $99, and this, which is 99 cents.
Wow. Well, that's a good thing.
This is actually filled with Arizona iced tea. So
Is it really?
yeah,
Our movie was 99 minutes.
Wow. We should
Well,
have
there
been
you go.
sponsored by something.
Maybe the
Hey,
99
Dan.
cent store.
Hey, Dave, before we start the EFFYs,
Yes.
what I'd like to do, if I may, is take us back 137 weeks. Would you like to go back 137 weeks ago?
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh.
Oh, that's fun.
As we buffer.
Time travels like fast.
Movie.
Oh my God.
Movie Club Mondays, or
Oh, that would be fun.
yes, I think Monday night movies will be the thing. So tonight's-
Monday movies. I like the Monday movie talk.
So anybody watching, put in the comments over the next 15 minutes. So by 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we have some ideas of what movie to talk about.
You know, Rotten Tomatoes has the 150 top comedy movies of all time.
All right, let's go.
I
like
could
the one
use a
today.
good comedy. I really could.
All right, I'm gonna pick a random number between 1 and 150. It came up with number 74, and the number 74 movie on the list is 74. This would be UHF by Weird Al Yankovic. Would be
So we got that.
the number 74 movie of all time.
Michael Richards is also in that. Adam Jones. By the way, Adam, why'd you give the angry face? Tell me what's going on. But Adam Jones recommended Blazing Saddles.
It's an excellent movie. Excellent.
I haven't seen that one forever either.
That looks absolutely horrible. I cannot wait.
It's amazing. No, it's amazing. The soundtrack is off the chain. The soundtrack is amazing.
Just
you should
like
have
that,
Turner
random
colorized
number
it.
generator, Rotten Tomatoes top 150 list, and now we
There you
have
go.
next week's show. We have to watch UHF between now and then.
And there
That's
it
how
is.
it started.
What
That's
day was that? What was the date?
that was June 1st, 2020.
Wow.
That was before the wheel, before
Yeah.
color.
Oh yeah, that was before everything. Definitely before color.
Wow.
I wanted it to look like an old clip, so
Wow. So that was Connie, who we haven't seen in forever, and Michelle, who I haven't seen in
Michelle, who I
forever.
haven't seen forever, and it was your brainchild, and we did not pick the movie ourselves. We randomized the choice of UHF.
Wow.
How about that?
My, how things have changed.
It's changed just a little bit, and we'll get into some more of that
Oh,
later.
that's fun.
But first, we should start the EFFYs. So basically, if anybody wants to participate, we'll go round robin, and you can acknowledge something for an award if you'd like. Dan, do you have something? Would you like to
I
start?
do, but I don't want to do it yet.
Huh?
I don't want to start off with it.
Well, I'll start.
Okay.
I think we should. I think we have to start with the awards, and then we'll. Is that all right?
Sure.
Is that good? All right. So I've been handed an envelope. I will find out. This is what is this? This is most controversial. Sorry, I can't speak anymore. Most controversial use of a mega franchise. I would like to give it to Kevin Feige for Phase 4 of the Marvel Universe. A rather controversial offering for 2022. We got some really good things this year from them, but we also got Thor: Love and Thunder. We got a lot of junk. And so I certainly acknowledge Kevin Feige for both the best and the worst of this past season from Phase 4 of Marvel. So there's one of mine.
That's all right.
Anybody else?
I have something. I can't get the graphic. Let me find it.
All
I
right.
want to
I had a
know
graphic.
why.
It was on my other computer, so I have to redo it.
Brian, what are you saying?
I wanted to know why you hate Love and Thunder.
Oh, I hate. Okay, I will tell you why I hate Love and Thunder. Is that Love and Thunder spits in the face of the entire MCU. Bottom line is Love and Thunder decided that they were going to make a funny movie, and a almost slapstick movie that does not fit in the franchise and ignores a lot of the legacy of what's happened up to that point in the MCU. So
Ragnarok was such a hit that they sort of gave Waititi like free reign.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to me, that was the absolute low point of the entire MCU. Outplacing all of the other movies, that is absolutely my least
Above
favorite.
the Eternals.
Honestly,
I didn't watch
the Eternals, while is completely lame, at least it's not upsetting.
The Eternals is boring.
Yeah, it is. It's incredibly boring. Yeah, as I said, that's sort of why I say it's a very controversial season for Phase 4. Because there were some really great things that came out of Phase 4. Not all in 2022, but
I have mine.
All right, Dan, go ahead.
Mine is the award for the worst waste of a good head of hair.
Ooh. And who does this go to? The award goes to
Arkin.
Yes.
Robert Downey Jr.
He looks like Arkin.
I thought, is he doing the Jeff Bezos story?
Wow.
Why would you shave that beautiful head of hair?
That's Bruce Willis.
He's actually he's got a show coming out called The Sympathizer on HBO.
The worst waste.
I think with Willis retiring, he's now taking all the roles he can't have anymore.
Probably so.
That's possible.
Look at what I mean. I hate seeing guys with good hair shave their head.
Yes.
Oh, he looks fine.
No.
That'll be my look probably by episode 3 of the sitcom. I'm just saying that out loud.
I think it's a good look.
It'll cut the budget on hair
What's wrong
products.
with that? All right. Does anybody else have an award they'd like to give tonight?
I thought we were picking like movies, not like stuff that happened.
Well, anything.
It can be anything.
Anything in entertainment.
Entertainment.
Oh,
Yes, you can do a movie. Do a movie.
Movies, TV shows.
I completely didn't understand that.
No.
It can be anything.
We're just starting this way.
Movies is perfectly valid.
All right. Would you? I will do one for Brian that is more of a movie, if that helps.
Okay.
All right, I'll do one for Brian if it helps. All right, so this is my award for the movie that I really loved in 2022, and I was so positive that I would watch this movie again and again, but I didn't. So for my award for the most complicated to watch movie of 2022 is Everything Everywhere All at Once. I
What
love
you
it.
don't realize is you are watching it again, just not in this universe.
That is very possible. I love this movie very much, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's fantastic. I talked to everything about it, and yet, no, I have never had the desire to watch it again because it is such an intense watch and requires such focus to pay attention to the storyline and everything that's going on. But I did like it when I first watched it. I said I swore I was going to watch it, and it was going to be one of my top 10 movies of all time, and yet I've had no interest in watching it again.
That's funny.
A movie that grabbed my attention and then lost it just as quickly.
You know what's interesting is my son and I watched that, and my son cried at the end of that movie.
Well, no,
Beautiful
it was frozen
movie.
for a second there.
And it was just, it's just so beautiful. It's so sweet. He said,
Yes.
"Wow, what a good 17-year-old."
I'll tell you. He's got some taste.
All right, I've got one.
All right, go.
Since it seems like everybody else isn't jumping in right away. Let me see if I can get this actual thing to come up. All right, I'll just use this. This is the worst remake of a TV show in 2022.
Oh,
there's a lot. There's a lot to go for.
There's a lot.
Nah, that's a very
makes all the rage now.
Now, Night Court's coming out, but it hasn't come out yet, so that'll be on next year's probably.
That might be on next year's list.
And Quantum Leap was only mediocre, not actually actively bad.
Well, it is Quantum Leap.
It
And
is
I'll tell you why
yeah, let's hear it for Quantum Leap.
I'll tell you why it's Quantum Leap. Is they are overly trying to be politically correct with their casting.
Oh yeah.
They
I have
are,
a
but that
problem with
doesn't
that.
ruin it for me. It's just that it's not, to me, it's not bad. It's just lame.
Yeah, and they, the original one, they never went into the future. It was always just him traveling through time. They never went, except a few times where they showed Dennis Wolfberg. A couple of times they showed him in the present.
Well, they specifically made it that it was impossible to go outside of his lifetime.
No, I'm talking about they never went to the present where he came from.
Oh, yes.
And this one, it takes place in both, which I actually like that aspect of it. But the fact, and I go, it's hard to say this, but there's not one white male in the cast. It's like they went from all white males.
You don't feel represented in this show.
I don't feel represented in this show.
That doesn't bother me because
It's just blatantly obvious. That's what bothers me.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's to me, it bothers me more when you're doing an adaptation of an original piece, and the original piece clearly, like it's heavily Irish or something like that, and you make it an all Latin American cast. That doesn't work.
Right.
If it's something like Quantum Leap that's an original, there was really nothing about the original that anchored it to any ethnic group or any race or any religion, so it didn't really bother me that the remake didn't do that.
Well, it's just that it was so blatantly obvious that when they cast, they said, we can't have any white men in this.
Yeah.
And the one white man that said, we'll make him non-binary.
Maybe those weren't the
that's
best
all.
people who auditioned.
Mr. Liberal here is
You should have auditioned. You should have auditioned, man. You missed your opportunity.
A little too woke.
That's all right. We will acknowledge your award, Dan, because as I said in the notes previously, this is an expedition, not a competition. Please no more wagering.
Although I still watch it.
Oh, I can't watch it. I've only watched one. I barely got through it. Anybody else have anything else from 22 worth acknowledging?
Well, mine was that was the year that Top Gun Maverick finally came out on the big screen.
There you go.
I mean, it was like a year and a half, almost 2 years that it was supposed to.
It was, I think, 2020. I think they filmed that before the pandemic.
Yeah, it was. It was supposed
and
to.
And
come
then they
out before
reshot
that.
stuff during the pandemic, and that's why Tom Cruise looks different.
18.
And I hear they made some money on that.
Oh yeah, it was a very good movie, and I was surprised it was people that have watched it said it was much better than the original.
Yes.
The soundtrack was definitely better, I thought.
Yes.
Oh, could you get better than Danger Zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrific in every conceivable way. That's high praise.
Yeah.
It is the year that brought us Top Gun Maverick.
I will say my nomination for most pointless attempt to adapt a literary property.
Ooh.
Because they threw away every single thing about it except the name, was Tom Swift.
Oh.
Which was a bad TV show based on a book series from the 20s. Originally was Tom Swift, and they had Tom Swift Jr. in the 50s. But they made no attempt to do anything from the original books. So what's the point of using the name when it's a name that almost nobody these days would even know? It just was bizarre. Yeah, that's the original Victor Appleton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The only thing they took from it is it's a guy that's an inventor. That's really about the only thing it was. And it just it's like, oh, the kids are going to really love Tom Swift. They have no idea who Tom Swift is. What's the point of I never understood it. And so instead they made him a gay black inventor. It was just really strange.
Well, I got to give props to Swagger as a Science.
Yeah,
I tried to like it. I gave it 3 episodes and said I just can't force myself to watch a 4th.
Wow. I missed this totally. I had no idea they even did this.
Oh, it was not good.
I've seen that image before, but I didn't even think of watching it.
Not good.
That's awesome. All right, Brian, you've been quiet long enough. What do you got?
I was just looking at Brittany's stuff in the comments.
I'm commenting my stuff.
I'm sorry. I've been.
All right,
I just put like links for the pictures and stuff.
I'll go. I was gonna say Uncharted.
Oh.
Yep. For I don't know what we call it, best video game movie. Let's do that.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I can think of any other video game movies that I actually enjoyed, other than laughing at them for being bad.
Right.
You're not a lover of the Tomb Raider series?
What about Free Guy?
But that wasn't a video game before. Like,
it wasn't based on a video game, but it's definitely a video game movie.
Yes, it's a video game movie. I mean, like based on a video game.
Brian, did you watch? Well, that wasn't. Never mind. That wasn't 2022.
How about Wreck-It Ralph?
Evil?
Doesn't matter.
You watched the Resident Evil? No, I think
I'm like adaptation from the game story. Is what I'm
I
talking
didn't
about.
mind Uncharted at all. I thought it was.
I never played the game, but I liked the movie.
The game is very cinematic, and the story's great. Same kind of stuff in the game. So yeah,
awesome. Well, that's awesome. Well, there you go.
Well, we could have a battle, even though it's certainly not 2022, between Clue and Battleship as to
Ooh, the board games. All right.
Oh man,
I remember Clue. I don't think I've seen Battleship. But...
Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Oh, Clue is dumb but fun.
Does Twister count?
Yeah, it's dumb and it's fun.
Clue is
definitely.
dumb and fun. Battleship is just awful. Oh,
Does Twister count as a board game movie?
I don't know.
No, but I did enjoy Twister back in the day.
Twister, I barely know
Helen
it.
Hunt.
Battleship, they go through these great lengths to try to have this reason that these ships are being attacked in a grid. It really is awful.
Yes.
Oh,
And that the bombs are shaped like pegs is part of the whole. That's the best tie-in. All right, who else has got one?
Well, Brittany has one in the comments. I'm going to put it up.
Okay, go. Oh, I want to know, who is it?
Eddie Munson from Stranger Things.
There's Dad.
Yes.
Dairy Girls.
I mean, is he a main character? He was a new character this season.
He was new, but
He's
he
a
was definitely a
for the
main character
season.
this season.
For
He
the
was a
season,
one
he
shot
was.
like Bob Newby, but
Yeah,
he was absolutely main character this
I
season.
completely agree with you.
But
That
they
was
do
bad.
Still not
that
over it.
show, right?
Huh?
They do that quite a lot on that show, right? What about poor Barb?
Look at so sad.
Yeah, but like
I'm gonna get
Barb
the
was
link
like
for
in
the
it for a
song.
minute, and Eddie was like the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barb was only in a couple episodes. She died pretty quick.
Yeah,
And he was beloved. It's true.
He really was.
it was great.
And I gave most disappointing sequel to Disenchanted.
Oh,
Absolutely,
I
the
totally
most
agree with that one.
I have not watched it because you guys said it was so
That
disappointing.
was so long awaited and so hyped, and it tanked.
Oh, that's too bad.
What?
It
No
was-
Top Gun
it was
Maverick?
I mean, talk about something I would actively avoid for the rest of my life, which is really sad because I really do like the first one.
The first one is
Actively
I wish I had
avoid
never
for the
seen
rest of
this
your
one.
life.
Yes.
Like I feel like I can't enjoy the first one as much anymore because
Oh
of how
no,
much-
I've blocked this out of my mind mostly.
I'm gonna have to figure
Yeah.
out how because it's rough.
The excellent awards. Anybody else want to?
I'll do one for. I actually posted this in the one chat. It's a sports-based show that actually has a chance Eric might like it award,
Oh,
Ooh, intrigued because that's unlikely.
which is Welcome to Wrexham Season 1.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yes,
There is a
and Rob
possibility.
McElhaney. Yes, uh-huh.
I do enjoy some Ryan Reynolds. Hey, I used to watch what was the show? Sports Talk? There was a comedy?
Yeah, with who
that was
was
Aaron
in
Sorkin's
that?
show.
Yeah, it was a Sorkin. Yeah.
Yeah. I also used to like Matthew Perry had a short sitcom for like half a season.
Yeah.
He was a sports writer, and I liked him enough. Casting is very important to me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep, Welcome to Wrexham's a reality show. It's not a scripted show. So
interesting. Allegedly.
Reagan has
it
one.
really is.
Yeah, I don't know what category it would go in, but there was a docuseries. So I watch surfing, obviously, and I talk about it sometimes. But there's like this championship tour, and I like follow it, and it's on YouTube, and I watch it live and stuff like that. But they made a series, and I think it came out in April, I think it was around April, and it was called Make or Break. And so you get to follow there was 8 episodes, I think, and you follow your favorite surfers from they surf this place in Hawaii, and historically the girls have never been able to surf there, but there was a shark attack where the girls were surfing, so they were able to surf there, and so they follow that kind of system, and you follow specific surfers, and it's cool to see because it's you follow them on Instagram, you watch their interviews, you see them win or lose in different tour stops and stuff like that. But it was cool to see their support teams and just all this different stuff. There were surfers that you got to an inside look with that I don't like anymore because of that, but it was cool to get this actual inside look and not just their image. So it was really cool to see that. But I don't know what the category that would be in.
Docuseries.
Cool. Docuseries.
It'd
Cool.
be the docu-series that Reagan was the only one here that's ever seen.
Oh no, she's not. We've seen it.
Oh, you all watched it as a family. Oh.
Yeah, there's we don't have a family room. We have this room.
Yeah.
This room for your family. That's okay.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
How much room does your family need anyway?
That's right.
A little bit more. We need a little bit more.
I'm a little worried. I'm worried right now
What?
Where's Adam?
Oh no, Adam commented that
I missed that.
He's off with his girl.
He's on the date.
I thought you were worried.
He might be around later, but he has a score, but he hasn't sent the score. So
His special lady friend.
We're not talking about the movie yet anyway, so
That's true.
right, exactly.
Well, I mean, because if he misses, he would lose the award I was going to give, which was the perfect attendance award. It goes to Adam.
You're gonna have to hold off on that one.
But if he doesn't show up, holy crap, he might ruin it.
Wow. Well, I don't know if the ballots have already been counted.
Yeah,
know,
so
they
it's like,
I mean, actually, he did it.
Will Smith's awards
it's
after
like
that.
MVP, Dan. You don't count the postseason.
That's true. He had perfect attendance in 2022, and that's what we're counting.
That is exactly the point. Yes.
Is he the only one who had perfect attendance in 2022?
Not in 2022, but forever.
Yeah, he actually has it forever.
Yeah,
that's like a lifetime achievement award. I'm giving you that. Adam's coming on Wednesday night. We're doing a second screening of the new edit of the sitcom, and Adam's coming 90 minutes again to come see it for half an hour. He'll spend 3 hours in his car, and I'm almost like, let me just send you a link. He's like, no, I'm coming. I got tickets. He was like, yeah, so he definitely wins an award for that.
Oh, absolutely. I support that award fully. I'm not going to talk much about my next award. Actually, this is my last award. Is the most creative use of a shrinking superhero. I'm acknowledging for season 3 of The Boys. In particular,
No. You didn't, did you? Oh no! Don't go there.
I'm not going to talk much about this, but I did enjoy season 3 of The Boys.
It's a very brief appearance.
Very brief appearance. Yet I would like to acknowledge it here. If you don't know, you don't want to know, and we'll just leave it at that.
Pretty much it.
It seems like I don't want to know. Yeah.
You don't want to
know.
Much
as I enjoyed The Boys, it's not a show I would discuss with many people.
No. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
Well, my final award for the evening
what do you got?
This is the best TV show that I started watching again. And again and again in 2022. And that, of course, is Law and Order, the original.
The original.
None of the SVU, none of the criminal
Special
intent,
Victims Unit,
organized crime,
Law and Order, parking violations, whatever.
Yeah, SVU, Patterson Township. No, none of that. SVU, Patterson Heights.
Could you imagine that?
There were 3 boys playing basketball at 6 a.m. Dun dun.
You're parked more than 6 inches from the curb.
Dun dun.
It'll happen.
I can't make the sound effect.
I can't believe they're still making Law and Orders. That's so crazy.
Yeah, and Jack
season
McCoy.
24 or season 22?
I think it's 22.
Well, there's so many people that are guest stars on them too. I watched somebody on a random show and I'm like, oh, I really like her. What was she in? Law and Order. Like that's how it's been. Like,
what I love is when you see somebody they've been on 5 times, 5 different characters.
Yeah.
I love that.
Dan, I'm shocked that you don't know anybody who's been on Law and Order. I thought you were.
I'm sure I do.
We do.
I mean, we all do.
It's true.
There's been so many people on Law and Order.
Everybody gets their 15 minutes on Law and Order.
Yeah. These have to live in New York, basically. I don't think they flew anybody out.
All right. Anybody else have something to call out from?
I got my third one. I'll throw it out there.
All right, go for it.
Which is best use of Will Arnett.
Oh.
Who is I like him in small doses. He wears on me very quickly, but in this
it's an illusion, show, Michael, not a trick. It's an illusion.
In this one show, it works, which is Murderville.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So annoying.
I've got one character, and this is it.
I don't really enjoy him on Lego Masters, but I enjoy him on Murderville.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'll give one.
I got please.
Best show we watched streaming in 2022 was Dairy Girls on Netflix.
What is it called?
Dairy Girls.
Dairy Girls.
Dairy, like from
they recommended it in one of those shows. I remember.
Yes.
Oh, DERRY.
Yeah.
I definitely was thinking.
I was very
the other one too.
I was thinking about.
I thought it was Life on the Farm with the Dairy Girls.
You have to learn how to read subtitles for Irish.
Yeah. Yes, you do. It's fabulous.
It's so funny.
Interesting.
It's funny.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay.
That doesn't look like a girl in the middle.
No,
He's
Ah,
there's a
it's
whole
James.
story
That's
behind
Derry.
It's the
Derry.
wee English fella.
There you go.
He's the wee
Jeez.
English fella.
Yeah.
He had to go to the Catholic girls' school because they were afraid if they sent him to the boys' school, they would kill him
Yeah.
because he was English.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's so good.
All right.
It's a lot. It's so funny.
It's a lot.
Where's that streaming? Where's that?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I see that Brittany has one in the chat.
I wrote it down.
You can watch it in like a day.
Yeah, it's only got 3 seasons to it.
Cool.
I didn't put the answer in the chat yet, though.
No, you
Definitely
haven't. You're
I
keeping
only
some
did one
suspense.
so far. I'll do another one. It's called Rise, Roar, Revolt. It's from Bollywood.
Oh.
I really liked it, even though I don't like rebellion stuff and everything. It was about it was the start of the Indian revolution.
Oh.
So down with the British Empire, stuff like that.
That's
So
interesting.
the opposite of Dairy Girls.
Yeah.
So the two guys there in the poster, the one on the right is from like a village outside of Delhi, and the one on the left is like an officer, and the one on the right has his like sister, I guess, taken by the Englishman, and he's like on a quest to get her back, and the guy on the left is the officer trying to stop him.
Oh.
And it's neat.
It's
In a Bollywood show, like in an action show, like they have like really over the top action. Like there's one scene where the guy like picks up a motorcycle and throws it at somebody.
Oh.
So if you like that kind of thing, it's fun. And every Bollywood movie is a musical, so there's musical numbers and dancing as well. So it's pretty good.
Fun.
So I would say that's the
I bet
best.
that's on
Bollywood.
one of Adam's lists too. Then, yeah.
Oh no, he wouldn't like it.
He just likes you so much.
But I really liked that one. I've seen a bunch of Bollywood movies, but I like that one, and it came out this year. So
Nice. Awesome. All right. Anybody else? What do you got? Anybody?
Okay,
Anybody?
do you need to know my
Anyone?
third one?
Oh yeah, that's right. You did have this.
It's so good.
The strangest
So good.
couple that surprisingly worked on screen.
It's so good. I never ever would have put them in a movie together, and I absolutely loved it. It was Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock in The Lost City.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was so bizarre, but it was so funny, and I loved every second of it.
How bizarre.
It was bizarre.
I didn't get to watch that one actually.
It was really cheesy, but I never would have put the two of them together.
It had heart.
Here's me going, who's this guy?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who he was.
Is he Stalker Channing's kid? No.
Oh
different
no.
name.
No.
That'd be funny.
I know. Channing
That's
Tatum,
a bad
Stalker Channing.
tagline, though.
I just went from She's the Man. That's where I
The
know.
jungle isn't ready for this kind of action.
No, it isn't. Neither
Merry and Bright.
is. It's time to put that stuff away.
So are you? So which one's Merry and which one's Bright? I can't.
You held a
Ooh.
sign for everybody.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to Wade because
How could you?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
I mean, I did my 3, but I just put a song link in the chat that you guys should listen to later.
Okay.
It
No, I'll
will
listen
break.
to that now.
I mean, you can. It will just make you cry. It's
Brittany's
fine.
having her own show in the private chat.
Yeah.
if Brittany's bored with this one, I'm
No, I'm not. It's related to it. It's about Eddie.
kidding.
Oh, you showed me that one.
It'll make you cry.
No, thanks.
All right. Anybody else?
I haven't done 3 yet. I'll do another.
Oh, what do you
one.
got? Come on, let's hear it.
All right. I think I'm gonna see. I had a bunch written down, and I'm just like choosing from it. All right, we're gonna go with Troll. It's a Norwegian movie. It's a monster movie. I thought it was gonna be like really laughable, like bad, but the special effects weren't too bad in it.
I wanted to watch it.
Yeah. So
This is not the troll movie.
No. This one, it's not horrible. I don't know. I'm just going to give
Brian
it an
says
award for that.
it's not horrible.
The It's Not Horrible award goes to.
Yeah. I mean, monster movies can be like really bad, you know.
This is really new. It came out just December 1st.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, like any of the recent Godzilla movies, they've been bad.
It just made
Exactly.
the cutoff for the 2022 EFFYs.
So I enjoyed it, but I enjoy like bad monster movies too. So don't take my word for it.
No, we're gonna blame you.
Yeah,
It's all your fault.
Brian's award-winning. Anybody else? Anything
I couldn't think of a good category, but Severance just deserves a mention. Great show.
Oh man, that is so on my watch list.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, and what sad thing is that like you know I'm gonna be on a plane with my family, so I don't feel like I can ignore them on the flight. But I would.
That's what flights are for.
Yeah, they're not going to be ignoring you.
No, we
They're
tend
gonna be
to
plastered.
talk. We're a very nice family.
Well, but there's 4 of you, and there's only 3 seats in a cluster, so someone's sitting alone.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think probably 2 and 2. Who knows? Who knows how? You know,
You're gonna do middle and aisle.
I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's happening.
Find a time to watch.
And what if I want to talk to the person next to me? What if I want to talk to?
Oh, don't be that guy.
No, I'm kidding. So Severance, Apple TV, as I recall. Am I right about this? Apple TV Plus.
Yep.
There you go. I've heard nothing but great things. Great things. Great things.
It is a great show.
That's awesome.
What do you have, Reagan?
Oh, I just thought of another one. I don't really know a category again, but it's kind of like the show was all right, but the actress was great, which I think is Wednesday. I really liked Jenna Ortega. I did not have great things to say about the show, but I don't think that it was bad. It just wasn't for me at all.
So best performance in a mediocre series.
Yeah, like she just, I don't know. The rest of the cast I didn't like either. I just didn't like any of them. Like Gomez, awful. Gomez and Morticia together, awful. Catherine Zeta-Jones is fine, but like together they're really gross and just terrible. But Jenna Ortega was so good. Like she just.
So you're basically saying best performance in a show that was like meh.
Yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
She was really good.
Oh wow,
she'd really like. You can tell too. Like, and I only saw a few episodes because I just did not like it. But I liked. You could just tell. Like I like. Okay, Christina Ricci is obviously the best Wednesday Addams, but you could tell that she like took stuff from her and like was able to work it the right way, but also in her own way, like not completely being rip off of her. And she was just. I don't know. She was really good. I liked her a lot and what she did.
Christina Ricci's in it.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
I actually really liked the series, but I do agree that Jenna Ortega's performance in that was.
Yeah.
Well, the whole dancing. I mean, you can't go on TikTok or Instagram without seeing.
Yeah.
Guys, girls, kids.
You can't go into Dan's bedroom without seeing Dan do this dance. There it is.
Some figure skater had done it. That's the only reason why I know about it. But yeah, well, in the show, I don't know. The show was fine. It didn't have the stuff that connected with me, so I just didn't keep watching it. But she was so good.
She was actually.
You know who else was good in that? Victor Dorobantu.
Who was he?
He was the hand.
Oh yeah.
I saw some.
It was cool that it was a real human and not CGI. Like they had him in a blue suit or green suit or whatever.
That was really neat.
See, I've never gotten over it because having watched the TV series from way back, I got used to not being, the hand came out of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
You never had the standalone hand just walking around like a human spider. And it just, even in the movies, that just never worked for me.
No, I get that.
It's true. All right. Anybody else? Anything else?
Best use of Christopher Walken, The Outlaws.
Oh, The Outlaws.
Not Severance?
Oh, so he was amazing in Severance too.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't see it.
Well,
sad day.
I had to come up with a category, so that's what it was. So The Outlaws, I think it's on Netflix or it's Hulu, and I can't remember.
Prime Video, actually.
Prime.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
it was good.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up with the conversation here.
Yeah, it's in my queue, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's worth it. Definitely
Stephen
worth
Merchant.
watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not even aware of this series. I didn't know this existed.
I've seen clips from it, but I haven't watched the show yet.
It's excellent.
Outlaws.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, that was exciting. Hey, let's take another trip down memory lane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how about this one?
Oh, first off, we're changing the name.
Of what we're doing on Monday/Tuesday nights. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It is now no longer Monday Movie Club, because this way we have the ability to change nights anytime we want to.
Yeah, we never really did.
And
I mean,
yeah, it's just going to be the EriDan Film Festival, which seems really appropriate. It seems exactly where we want to be. So yeah.
I like that. We'll go with yellow.
All right. So you play the blurry graphic.
Here's our new graphic. I'm going to do the alternate version.
Yeah, do the alt.
All right, here we go. We're going to start the show now.
I expect to see Mary Mary Hart. Mary Hart.
It's very entertainment tonight.
Very much.
Wow.
Very cool.
The Man with Two Brains, the movie picked by accident.
And when
That's
was
right.
that?
Well, I was thinking about the fact that, yeah, like we never did the movie that was intended.
We never did All of Me.
All of Me. And we never did Blazing Saddles, which Adam suggested the very first week.
Poor Adam.
Even
You never went back and picked it.
Once
then.
you went away from all comedies, it started to get
That's right.
harder to get those on.
We
Things-
started with it had to be comedies because we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
And now we're in the edge of a pandemic.
That's right. And so,
Did you? Oh, never mind. I don't want to talk about it.
What?
I just heard about like Japan having tons and tons, like they were free of COVID and now they have like 9 million.
You mean
cases.
China?
No, Japan.
Oh, Japan?
Yeah.
Because China had a zero policy and that they were shutting everything down, and now
Yeah.
they're having huge but they don't have mRNA vaccines. They have their own version.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
that was
Toyota.
in China, ironically.
Interesting.
I guess Japan let in like a bunch of people after they had eradicated it, and then now they have 9 million cases.
You can't eradicate it in this climate.
No.
Yeah, but like, I just thought that was nuts.
And the new XBB.1.5 variant looks pretty nasty as far as even evading most of the vaccine stuff.
Isn't that Elon Musk's kid's name?
That's a Jimmy Fallon joke. I can't
Oh,
believe
did you
you
do the same
a Jimmy Fallon joke.
I don't watch Jimmy Fallon. I wouldn't
Jimmy
know.
Fallon has a whole a song based on.
I
on
love Jimmy Fallon on SNL. I really can't take him on his own show.
I can't. He's like, oh my God. Oh, this is great.
He's
This
just-
is the best
he's
thing
just
ever.
too-
Oh my God. Wait, what? You did? Oh, that's.
Yeah,
Dude.
I just can't stomach him on his own show.
Watch some old Carson and learn how to do it.
Watch
Yeah.
Carson, watch Letterman. Yeah.
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 He's my favorite.
You're not the star of the show. The guest is the star
Yep.
of the show. Calm the F down.
They
Well,
need to
that's
get
my-
people doing this. They need people out there doing this. Now
that's-
everything will be better.
That was
That's
Leno.
my problem with the American Lego Masters is they try to make the host be. They have all these scripted bits for him, and it's just just let the show flow. The best reality shows are
real.
shows that flow from the contestants, not from the hosts.
Right.
Yeah. See, I don't know. That's how I feel about Jimmy Kimmel. I think he's freaking annoying because he does that. Where it's all about him.
See,
Like, he had-
I don't see that with him.
No. But he had Yvonne Strahovski on a couple weeks ago, and she was in The Handmaid's Tale, and it was like this really big episode, and she just had a baby, and he literally just made fun of her for being from Poland the whole time.
I
And I
like
thought it was ridiculous. He does it to everybody. I hate it.
I like Kimmel's comedy bits. He is not a good interviewer.
Right.
He is not. Seth Meyers is a better interviewer. Colbert is a better interviewer. Kimmel is not a good interviewer.
No.
Right, but
because
that's
again,
the point. It's not about him.
they're
So
not
why?
they're not listening. They're talking more than they're listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas
Colbert is
Stephen
actually very
Colbert-
good.
Yeah, because
Colbert's
that's
better.
what his job was originally. He wasn't a late night host. He was
a
wasn't
writer.
Yeah.
An improv
right.
writer and an improv performer. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's true.
So.
I mean, he's the voice of Ace and
Yes,
Gary.
he is. Ace,
Him and Steve Carell, or Ace and
the-
Gary, the
Steven, yes, Ace and
the
Gary.
ambiguously gay duo. That was
Really?
That's that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
What are you
Steve
looking
Carell and
at?
Steve Colbert, yeah.
On Saturday
The
Night
ambiguously
Live?
gay
Yeah.
duo.
I never knew that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the SNL wouldn't hire either of them, but Robert Smigel said, "Oh, I'll hire you guys to do the little."
Well, then
Give me
Jon
back my
Stewart hired them
show.
both for the Daily Show,
Yeah,
and they've both
Talent.
had somewhat successful careers. You know.
yeah.
It's true.
Well, Conan O'Brien was talking about writers who didn't get hired by SNL and who then went on to great success. Colbert was one. I'm trying to remember who the other one was. It was someone who, it was Ray Romano, who also just got rejected. You know, he did fine for himself.
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
He's okay.
Conan O'Brien is one of those people that started off as a horrible host and became a great host.
And Letterman started off as Letterman was always entertaining, but in the early days he wasn't a good interviewer. It took him a while to learn the craft.
It's once Carson left. That's when
Yeah.
he became good.
Yeah.
Once he went to CBS, he became an interviewer. When he was the Late Show, it was all about the wackiness, and they were trying to do new stuff. You okay, Reagan?
Yeah.
Choking on your noodles?
Ice cream.
Oh, it's ice cream.
Blood. It's fine.
What kind of ice cream?
Wait, let's guess. Wait. Don't tell us. I'm going to say it is chocolate mint.
I'm going butter pecan.
Rocky
Cookies and
Road.
cream.
There you go, Brittany.
What did you say?
What do I win?
Cream.
I don't know. I would share the brownie, but you're not here.
That's fine.
Way to go, Brittany. Wow. How about that?
All right. Well, we have
smell
12 minutes left until we're
All
at
right.
the top of the hour, and we haven't even.
Well, that's all right.
reviewed
So
a movie
I
yet.
pulled a couple of other things.
Oh, let's see.
If we want to go back through memory lane, since we just looked at the intro for what was kind of season 1, this was the intro from kind of season 2.
Yeah, you went from looking like Entertainment Tonight to looking like Siskel and Ebert at the movies.
Yeah.
And that's classy.
Yeah, we got a little classier, and starring you. See, we're just the hosts. You're the stars.
That's right. You see how it all ties in, and then we went really long in season 3. So
Oh, yeah.
season 3 is the longest intro imaginable.
With a countdown.
I feel like the freaky fact, though.
Okay, the best part is you have a countdown timer that doesn't count down to the start of the show. It counts down to part 2 of the intro.
Yes. The actual intro to the show. That's what you're counting down to. That was just pre-roll.
That was our pre-roll while we were.
Absolutely. You know.
You needed a shirt that said EriDan that had glitter on it like that. Like that air.
Oh, that you could take either way. You could rub across.
Yes.
Yeah, because you want it coming across in the front of your shirt, rubbing that.
You stroke it up and it says Eric. You stroke it down, it says Dan.
Oh, I'm on the downstroke.
It's got the pictures
Yeah,
on
you
the other
are.
side.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
This is just sad.
Any more clips, Eric, or is that it for the 2022 Effies?
That's most of the clips. I might have some stuff later. We'll see what happens. We'll see what magic appears later.
See
In
how
the
long people stick around.
Freaky facts, though. I'm just saying. I saw in that.
I know, Dan dropped.
Yeah.
He doesn't do freaky facts anymore.
Okay, you know what? I'll come up with some freaky facts for tonight's.
Dan doesn't even come up with a name drop anymore. Dan just like figures you know all his stories. Dan doesn't even try to impress anybody by his vast
Yada
knowledge.
yada yada. Rick Springfield. Yada yada
I'm
yada.
having lunch with Rick Springfield on Monday, so if that's a name drop.
This name drop is sponsored in part by EriDan Film Festival University, corrupting young minds since 1983. We are FU.
I need that hoodie. Why is
Wow.
that on here?
Gee, if only somebody would be prepared to sell you that hoodie.
Oh my God, there it is.
Oh
How'd
my!
you get that model to wear it?
In the shop. You can
Let's see. We gave Colin Kaepernick some work.
Yeah.
He should be kneeling though.
Oh my God.
Oh, Eric.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't even know that was happening. That's
I
awesome.
told you it was a magical night.
Is there something else I should be doing? Do you need?
No, you're good.
Oh, I like
volley
that.
anything
That
else?
Kelly Green one.
I know, right? So look at her; she's already on the shop.
To be wearing it. Well, there is no show next week, right?
That is correct. There is no show next week.
Is there other new merch?
Wait 2 weeks to find out if there's anything else happening.
I need you to put it in other clothes, though. I don't need any more sweatshirts.
Oh, okay. Well, you need a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll work on that.
Tank
A
or something. I wear
onesie?
it to the gym. Give me like a tank top.
What tank top? In
Oh,
the
Eric,
winter?
Yeah,
I
I
was
wear.
gonna-
I go to the gym. I wear tank tops every day.
Oh, okay. I'll work on that.
Eric, I
Yeah,
need a.
wear
I
an
need a-
FU tank top to the gym. That's great.
Never mind.
The
I won't tell you.
very
I won't go to the gym.
subtle in the design.
I
What do you
need
think,
a.
man?
I need a 147 logo. I want to make hats and stuff with 147, which has something to do with the sitcom. A little
Ah,
foreshadowing. If you can get me a nice 147 on things.
all right.
All right.
I'll send you a bill. All right. So I guess now we should probably talk about the movie, maybe, right?
Sure.
Talk about a movie. It has been 52 minutes. I think we did pretty good. So this week we are going to talk about The Italian Job from 1969, starring Michael Caine and Benny Hill and a bunch of other
Noel
people.
Coward.
Yeah. No, sure. Yeah, let's go with that. And budget $3 million. I had a rough time finding the gross of this. Closest I could come up with $10 million. Critics 81, audience 85. I think they're all on crack because this sucked. But let's talk about Wade and Dan and why you chose this movie.
All right. So Wade chose it because there's some airplanes in it. I chose it because there's a ton of cars in it.
There's a ton of cars.
And
Ooh,
Michael
yeah.
Caine. Once Michael Caine is in it, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
How could
And
you
it's
not
better than the
like-
remake.
this is better than the remake. Although I really like the remake.
The remake's a good movie, but this is an iconic movie.
I saw the remake in the theater and I really liked it. The ending of this movie is literally a cliffhanger.
The ending of this movie is perfect.
They had it all set up for a sequel.
You did not.
I've seen it.
Well, it's not. It's
I
not
really wanted to like this movie because I think the remake is pretty okay. Right?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah.
I think
good.
the,
It's
I
not
think
as
the
good as
remake
this.
can stand on its own. It didn't have to be The Italian Job.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It's
agree
not
with
the
that.
same
The
movie.
remake literally is in name only, and they named some of the characters the same.
Well,
the remake is a heist movie.
Yeah.
This is not a heist movie. This is barely a heist movie.
Right.
It's kind of a heist movie.
It's a heist movie.
And the lamest heist you've ever
The
seen.
remake dropped most of the humor too.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a lot of really subtle,
humor.
funny comedy in this.
Oh, it's classic humor.
This
Yeah.
was not a funny movie.
Yes, it was. We were laughing out loud.
Yeah, it was
Benny Hill was hysterical.
Oh my gosh.
All they needed in this movie at the end was, "I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny." He liked big butts.
And that's the
Did.
and there it is.
So,
I groaned a lot through this
20
movie. I
listeners
found
at
it.
these, the most cringeworthy quote from Dan is, "He liked big butts."
I cannot lie.
Oh my goodness.
Benny Hill, born 1924, died in 1992 at 68 years old.
Yep.
Yeah.
His genre was burlesque, double entendre, and slapstick. I didn't realize double entendre was a genre.
Me neither. My grandpap used to watch him every night on Channel 53.
Oh, me too. I used to love the Benny Hill Show.
I hated it.
I love the
Yakety
music.
sax.
Oh my god!
See, and this to me is where it all comes apart. It's like I think if you enjoy that kind of humor, maybe this movie worked for you. I don't, and so the humor for me, all of the humor fell flat.
Do you enjoy any British humor?
Some.
Do you like Fawlty Towers?
Never watched that. I don't gravitate towards British humor shows, but I'll watch a Monty Python or the It Crowd.
Oh yes, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
we just finished that.
If you've never watched Spaced, you have to watch Spaced. Brilliant.
But this I found really hard to get through. Like,
remember, speak British, think Yiddish. Key to comedy.
Okay.
There are actually competitions that they've done to try to come up with solutions to the puzzle at the end of the movie, where they've had rules where it has to be able to be done by the stuff on hand and the people on hand within 30 minutes. All of these things to try to see if there is a solution to the problem that was staged there.
It reminded me of the original Ocean's 11. If you've seen that,
yes,
with the ending there.
One? Oh, the Rat Pack one, you mean?
Yeah, the Rat Pack one. Yeah,
where the money gets burnt, cremated. That's pretty hilarious.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, because it's like they went through all this time to steal the stuff, and then they don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, this had multiple endings that they had written.
Yeah.
And they were going to have, helicopters come in and save
the director
them.
didn't like any of them.
Right. And then, I thought what should have happened is, he goes down with the gold. So he's gone and the gold's gone. Or I thought he goes down, and as it starts to go down, he jumps out with a parachute and he lands at the bottom. There's a car waiting for him, and he grabs all the gold and he drives away, and he kept it all for himself.
That's kind of like the remake.
Yeah.
And this movie too is probably this and maybe Alfie are about the most direct ancestors to Austin Powers. I mean,
there's a lot of Austin Powers in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when he goes around and introduces everybody, this is my number 2. Some of you are meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the one guy with the that cap on looked just like he's stealing me Lucky Charms. He looked just like the actor that was in Austin Powers.
That's funny.
And I thought Noel Coward was hysterical in this.
Yes.
That whole thing where the prison guards are even allowing just all the stuff. I'm like, what the? Okay.
It's a British.
I'm relieved, Stacey, because I was thinking there. I'm like, all right, this is one. Wade suggested this movie. Does Stacey like this? Because I hate this.
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I hate the ending. It's just like, oh, really? But I don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
And I hated the part where he got out of jail and his girlfriend takes him to this hotel room.
Yeah.
All these girls, and then she's mad at him when he goes and finds another girl somewhere. And he says, but she's all, that was your present. Ew.
It's 60s humor. That was the 60s. Come on, you can watch any of the Peter Sellers movies from the 60s. This is tame by comparison to some of them.
Yeah, I know. Ew.
I was kind of going more for like a remake of an older movie type for double feature.
That was his thought.
I do understand that, and especially because these two are so wildly different from each other.
Yeah.
Right. Because I didn't get completely through watching the remake today, but I got through some of it. I liked it so much more because it isn't the cheesy humor, and it is. Yeah. I feel like it's very clever. Yeah. And I feel like here's part of I feel like the original is kind of soulless, right? At the end of the day, I didn't care about any of these people, right? Yeah. What I think the remake does very well is introduce you to every member of the crew and give you an idea of just a base personality. But it's like outside of the quick introduction of who the crew was, I didn't know or care about any of these. It just was a bunch of dudes.
They all look the same.
They got rid of the woman as quickly as they could because they had nothing to do with her during the actual heist.
Exactly.
The original was very British, and the remake was very American.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam's here. Hold on. Hey, everyone, here for a minute.
Hey, Adam.
Adam, you win the Perfect Attendance Award.
Woo, yeah, Adam, yeah.
The
Yeah,
cars
it
were
is
cool, but the
outdated.
movie was mad. The movie's definitely outdated. Well, yeah, it's 1969.
It's not outdated; it's old. There's a difference.
Well, there are references. I mean, there's some,
with Adam on this.
Yeah, I did have a hard time like connecting to it for sure.
there are some references that would not get around.
Yeah.
You couldn't get away with it in a film today. But then again, the new version of The Italian Job, there's probably references you couldn't get away with
There are
today.
references in half the movies we've watched you couldn't get away with today.
That's true.
Yeah. Very true.
So should we start scoring so Adam can get it? He's only here for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if we're going to do that, hold on. I was going to get, we got some classic ones here. Hold on. How about this one? How about that?
Yes.
That's actually not my favorite one, though. This was my favorite one.
The EriDan rating bot 6000 is now activated.
Okay.
Whose voice was that, by the way?
Huh?
Whose
That
voice?
was the I voice. That was actually, it might have been Alexa gone through a filter. I used it for this.
The EriDan rating bot 6000 EriDan rating 6000 EriDan is now activated.
Wow.
I definitely read that one wrong.
All right, where you going? Where you going there, Deanne? Take us around the
Well, I guess we'll start with
Got to start with Wade.
Wade.
Sure. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it because they didn't kind of like get away with the money at the end. Seems like a lot of movies nowadays, the bad guys get away, and so I kind of like that. I did kind of like the Michael Caine humor in it, and the going back to prison to try to get the guy to back him and everything, and yeah, the car chases getting out of town was a little mediocre, especially compared to the new one. The new one was much better. So you know, I mean, I think it was okay, but I'm going to go ahead and I'll give it a 70.
70?
I'm going to give it a 72 because of Michael.
What? You gave it a higher score than Wade.
Yeah, Michael Caine.
Caine. Cute.
I thought Michael Caine was kind of a jerk in this movie, though.
But he's cute.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him.
Oh, man.
But he's cute.
That's awesome.
He looked good.
He looked amazing. He
Wow,
did
now
look.
if we said
Giving
we
the
picked a
Joker a
movie-
bad rating because the Joker's a bit of a jerk in it. You know, he can be a jerk and still have a good character.
You know he's acting, Eric.
Oh, in that case.
Reagan, did you watch it?
No, I wasn't able to, but I've seen the ending of it, so I know what you guys are talking about, but I have never watched the movie fully. So
All right. Well, let's go over to Mr. Bridger himself.
I am a sucker for vintage British comedies. The old Alec Guinness, Lavender Hill Mob, The Lady Killers, and you go into the Peter Sellers era. I just love the Ealing Studios stuff, and this is the tail end of that classic era of British humor. And I love Michael Caine,
Me
and I
too.
love Noel Coward in this, and Benny Hill is
That was
fun.
fun.
The humor worked for me. It's very British, and if you don't enjoy British humor, if you don't enjoy British filmmaking, this is going to fall flat for you. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't disagree at all. But if you love British cinema, this is just a wonderful movie, and is fun from beginning to end, and is a solid 92 for me.
Wow.
Lots of love.
B. Ryan.
I hadn't come up with a number yet. Let me think.
All right. Well, I can go to Brittany while you think of a number.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
watch it, and we're
Yeah,
back.
just watch it.
All right, I'm
Oh,
gonna go with. I didn't want to go with like in the 70s. I think I'm gonna go in the 60s somewhere. 62. I'm sorry. it fell flat for me for sure, and I do like the newer one a lot better. So yeah, I kind of got bored.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
No, you're good.
We'll go to me, since I'm the other one that picked the movie. I agree with a lot of what Dave said, and I disagree with what Eric's about to say.
Time travel.
There's no time travel. The cars are amazing. They use the minis because they're, and the Fiats, and it just, there's a few things that you're just like, that's dumb. Like, he gets the mafia not to kill him. Dumb. But for a movie to have the intricacies and the cooperation of the city and all the cars and doing the traffic jam. I mean, the fact that the computer program was, on the big, huge tape drive. But this is a movie I could watch over again. And I want to watch the new one again. I saw the new one in the theater. And then I realized, I'm like, why is this so familiar? We actually did a car movie segment on Clutch Radio. And we watched this.
Yeah.
And I forgot that. I'm like, I didn't think I saw this before. I knew I saw the new one. And as I'm watching, that's why. So this has actually happened twice now on the EriDan network.
Wow.
The number that Dave said is exactly what I was thinking going into it. So I'm going to stick with the 92.
Wow.
I don't have to be any different. Now we still have to get a score from my mother and from Adam. And I'm sure Adam will be very low and Eric will be very low. And Eric's up next.
So Adam said it was next, so I don't know how low he'll be.
No, because I do want to share initially that there's now variations available in the store. If you look at some tanks or maybe a little teddy bear.
We got the sweats. Good.
Look at that! Oh, look at that onesie. And there you go. Lots of tanks available.
Can I get muscles with mine?
You can. If you'd like a side of muscles, that's totally possible.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So for me, like I've seen the remake multiple times. I think it's a fun heist movie. I really do enjoy it. I don't think it's a great movie. But it's a solid, good time. So if I was rating that movie, I would say it was like an 86. And to me, the original is half the movie that was, so I gave it a 43.
Wow.
Nothing clicked at no point. I love the opening credits. The driving scene at the opening credits was very interesting. Like it's the stunt driver and all that stuff. And I'm like, and then the crash. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That was interesting. And then everything after that was terrible. So I suffered the rest of the way through it. It just never picked up again for me. I felt there was just a lot of stupid happening. So if you're not, and I agree with what Dave says, if this isn't your genre, this isn't going to be the movie to convert you.
I like cars. I like comedy. I like Michael Caine. I mean, what can go wrong?
I don't like Mini
I
Coopers.
want to know.
So there was that.
My mom texted me. I don't know why. I guess because she's watching on YouTube and she can't comment on her TV. 85 from my mom. She liked it.
Michael Caine, that's why.
That could be.
Michael Caine has never been young. Like this is the youngest I really feel like I've seen him.
Pretty young in this.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like he's, I see a lot of Instagram posts about him. Like he was teaching an acting class, and it was probably in the mid to late 80s or early 80s, and he just looks old there.
Yeah.
And he's Alfred in Batman. I mean, he's done a lot of things, and he's Austin Powers' dad.
He's got like Steve Martin. Steve Martin always looks like he's.
Yeah.
But as an advantage, Steve Martin now looks like he did when he was 30.
That Anderson Cooper look, yeah.
Early white hair.
Yeah.
The car at the beginning, it was an interesting, freaky fact. They actually used two of the cars because that was a incredibly expensive car that they crashed. So they used one for filming all the driving scenes, and they had one that had been in a crash that was unrepairable that they used to actually push over the hillside.
Yes, I would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at Michael Caine's IMDb page, let's just do that.
He never turned down a role for a while there.
No, and I think he still doesn't.
He had that Nicolas Cage thing going where just give him a script and he'll do it.
So he is 89 years old.
Oh my gosh.
He's 6'2". He was born 1933, so he's a year younger than my dad would have been.
Was it the Cider House Rules? Did he win an Oscar for that? I think back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I remember him. The first time I saw him, he was in. Speaking of Cousin It, he was in a thing where his hand got cut off.
This is not Cousin It, by the way.
I mean, thing. All right.
Well, unless Cousin It's got an HR problem.
Cousin It.
Wow.
He's won 2 Oscars, 41 wins, and 68 nominations total for his all of his different acting roles. 178 credits for acting.
I've often thought we do need to do, and someday we will do Dirty Rotten Scoundrels on the film festival because I enjoy that movie. I love it. Good movie. Michael Caine and Steve Martin. How can you go wrong?
Yeah, Steve Martin would have been.
I did not love that movie, but I would
love that movie.
No.
It was okay, but I didn't love it either.
I don't know if I like Michael Caine being funny. Maybe that's my problem.
So he's in Now You
He's
See Me
primarily the
3.
straight man. Steve Martin's the wacky guy.
The Great Escaper is in post-production. Now You See Me 3 is in pre-production.
Oh, he is in both of those.
Yeah, I mean,
The
we're
Ipcress
talking.
File is a great movie.
There's not a gap year. I'm going through.
Secondhand Lions.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That one.
I watched that. Yep.
Jeez.
2003, he had 5 movies. 2000, he had 4. But there's not a
2003,
gap
that
year.
would he would only been 69, so he was still working.
Oh, wait, 1991, nothing was released. So from 1991 to now, he's had at least 1 movie a year. But if you go back to the 80s, nope. Every year in the 80s, every year up 73. If you go back to 73 to find his other gap. Well, Adam gave it a higher score than Eric.
Wow.
That is true.
That's a pretty good score from Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
100%.
maybe it's about average. Maybe it's average.
Yeah, I don't know what Adam's. I'll have to run an average column on this so we can find out what people's average scores are. That would actually.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Cody's was 85.
Yeah.
I was
Cody's
thinking
average?
of Cody when this movie ended. I was thinking if Cody had watched this and rated it, he would have hated it because there's nothing he hated more than unresolved endings.
Oh, that is very true.
So was the cliffhanger terminology from this movie?
No, this long predated that. This is from cliffhangers from the old serials.
Yeah. Frankenberry created that.
Yeah,
Different
exactly.
cereals.
Yeah, it's from the old series. Wow. Sorry about that. And I will then, Dave, I think you'll be very relieved to know that The Italian Job from 1969 just beat out A Knight's Tale. Just inched out.
No.
With a 71.38.
Well, Brittany, if you had watched it and given it a low score.
I'm going to watch it this week just to give it a low score.
Oh, man. There's your chance.
What if you actually like it, though? Watch it with an open mind.
But not so open that your brains fall on.
Right.
Ooh.
All right.
There's no Paul Bettany button it, though. Sorry.
Now, Adam, you can't get picked this week because it's a double feature, and you've already done a double feature since we reset the double feature wheel. So, Adam, if you're with your woman, you might as well go be with your woman because.
So we're doing a double feature in 2 weeks.
We're doing a double feature in 2 weeks because you have
Because we have 2 weeks off. That's right.
2 movies.
All right.
He has 2 weeks to watch 3 movies if she's going to watch The Italian Job too. So we're good. Everybody understand?
Yes.
All right. Let's. We're going to go back memory lane again. Here we go.
Feliz Navidad.
I was going to say.
or the.
Where'd Brian go?
Brian, I don't know where Brian went. That's a good question. He did
He
disappear.
didn't even say anything. He just.
Yep, he
Power went out.
Well, he already knew he did a double feature already, so he didn't care either. He's like, I don't have to play with you guys
He's
anymore.
probably watching, like, I can't get on.
All right, so we've got Wade, Dan, Reagan, and Dan's mom. If Dan's mom is around, I'm assuming Dan, your mom.
So it's the Rosenbergs versus the Riders.
Oh, that's kind of an interesting way to look at it. Is there anybody hiding in the comments? Is there anybody hiding in the comments that
Did my mom do the
Adam said he's there.
He did.
but he can't be picked.
Did one.
Okay.
My mom do the Dustin Hoffman double feature?
Oh, you might be right about that. Let me look that up. I was trying to remember if that was between since we reset.
When did we reset?
Stacy, Wade. No, your mom's was before that. Your mom was all the way back in April was her Dustin Hoffman double feature.
Wow,
And then the beginning of June is when we reset.
All right, Mother, you're in.
She's on the wheel.
She's watching on YouTube.
Oh, awesome. All right. Oh, hold on. I'm pushing the wrong
She'll
button.
have to text me her 2 movies if she wins.
If she wins. Not that you're predicting that she's going to win because it's not fixed at all.
Now you make it sound like it's fixed. Now if she gets picked, everybody's it's obviously fixed.
You better shuffle that.
I might have done that on purpose. All right. I think we're ready. Let's find out who's going to choose the double feature for 2 weeks from tonight. The wiener.
I'm going to show up next week and sit here by myself.
Whoa.
Oh,
There's Wade.
We're going to get 3 Wade movies in a row.
Oh, my goodness, Wade. How about that? And Wade's like, I wanted to do the Italian Job double feature.
Well, I have a couple other ones.
You could do the Italian Job 2 and Grease 2. No, I'm kidding, guys.
Things that are remakes, the old one and a remake.
Oh.
And I'm thinking probably the best one that would be Fun with Dick and Jane.
Huh?
Fun with Dick and Jane.
That's George Siegel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1977 and 2005?
Yeah.
So is the 1977 one still available anywhere?
Yeah, that's the thing. We have to see about streaming.
It's on Fubo and Tubi.
Oh, okay.
So it's available for freebie.
Freebie on Fubo and Tubo with Yubo, which I've not seen either one of these.
I've never seen the remake.
And the remake, of course,
Remake's
with
pretty good.
Madcap. There it is. And who's the girl there?
Tia Leone.
Oh, Tia Leone.
Oh, Tia Leone.
Oh, is the Photoshop bad on the cover of that artwork, or is that just me?
That's some B listing there, bro.
That is unfortunate.
Is that Jim Carrey?
Yes.
Jim Carrey.
Wow.
And Madcap, Jim Carrey, 2000.
When you were saying original and remake, I was thinking True Grit.
No.
Oh, we thought about that before because I like the.
That's
I like
probably
those
what
ones.
Reagan would have picked.
Yeah.
Wow. I've not seen either one of these.
All right. So we've got Dick and Jane, both.
Fun with.
I didn't know that there was an original to that.
Same.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I think of immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Who's in that?
Jane Fonda.
Oh.
Yeah, and George Siegel.
Oh.
Why was it a Dick Van Dyke and Jane Fonda?
That's what I just
Why
thought.
would
It
it
was
have
Jane
been?
Fonda.
Because that's literally Fun with
Dick
Dick
and
and Jane.
Jane.
Yeah.
Again, Dan, it's acting.
Is it though?
First,
Wow. Awesome. All right. Yeah, I've not. I used to watch every Jim Carrey movie as they came out, and then at what point apparently I stopped.
Well, in 2005, I think your wife had a baby
This is very true.
because I had one that
Priorities
year.
shifted. That is
Yes.
very true. You make a very good point.
Yep.
So
things were different then.
things were,
Things
a
were
little-
different back then.
all the way back in the old ages. Yeah.
So I saw it, and I was the one that was having a baby. So
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
So before
All
we
right.
end this shindig, are we going to do a quick what else you watching, or have we just done everything we can do tonight?
Oh no, I think we should. I'm just
Pulling up the one
I
from
was looking for this
1974.
button. Let's do it.
1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974. 1974.
There you go.
That's good. I like that one.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that one. It's very soap opera feel.
Yeah, I like the
There's another one,
graphic though.
There's another one, but I can't find it.
Is there another one?
There's another one. Yeah, I'll find it quick while you guys talk.
Well, has anybody started watching Kaleidoscope on Netflix?
No.
They feed you every episode in a different order. Like nobody sees them in the same order.
Oh, weird.
And all the episodes all tie together to the finale. Everybody sees the same, but all the other episodes, it's the same. It's a great caper, and you're seeing from different people's point of view and different timelines.
Who's in it?
So far, I've only seen the beginning of the first episode, and Giancarlo Esposito, Gus Fring from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. He's in it.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
And the guy that played
love him.
John Smith in was his name character John Smith or Tom in
Pocahontas.
No.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
John Smith.
All of us were like Pocahontas.
Disney folks.
Man in the High Tower.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
The Nazi guy. He plays in it.
The Nazi guy.
The Nazi guy.
That's very
I'm the
different.
Nazi guy.
Pocahontas.
Hey, I'm a Nazi guy.
yeah. That. All right, here we go.
That was very poltergeistish.
Yeah, I
That's,
feel like
that's a little more
there-
creepy.
there
A
he
little
is.
less friendly. A little less friendly than the other one.
So Eric,
So many graphics.
will you be bringing your computer vacation with you so you can
No, I will not.
get to season 5?
In no way will I be taking a computer with me on vacation.
I'm not telling you.
I will
You're
try
on
to
your
go
phone.
to. I will try to go to Disney at some point if I can when I'm there in California. We'll both be in Orange County at the same time. That's for sure.
There you go.
That's true. Eric Reagan said, "Where's he going?" I said, "I'm not telling you."
You don't want to think about it.
But it's the happiest place on earth.
Absolutely.
Orlando.
Orlando Airport. That's really all. Just the airport.
Cool. I'll be there.
Tony,
We'll see
Orlando, and Dawn.
See how it goes from after that. We're at least going to get to the airport.
Yeah.
Well, we're at least going to get to the Pittsburgh airport, and then we'll see how Southwest is doing from that point.
Yeah, you're really flying Southwest?
When are you flying out?
Sunday.
Sunday.
So if you like,
Reagan will go watch your plane take off.
What time?
7 a.m.
Cool. I'll be
She'll
there.
be there.
Oh yeah, you should
You
definitely.
know, Eric, I'm flying Monday at 7 a.m.
Oh really?
I also have a 7 a.m. flight.
Dan, are you also Southwest?
No, we don't. Southwest barely flies.
Like,
I fly Alaska Airlines.
I'm not a fool.
I'm flying
I
to
want
LAX.
to get to my destination.
And then Thursday morning, I fly back from John Wayne International Airport.
Oh,
That's my
Pilgrim.
That's the one you fly into if you're going to Disneyland. Disneyland.
Yeah, Reagan has an app on her phone where she follows flights and goes to the airport and
Yeah, I
watches.
use Flight View
plane
occasionally
take off.
for that.
plane flies over the
First
house.
talker.
Tell us what it was.
Yeah. All summer they texted me like randomly. They were like, "What's over the house?" And in like 10 minutes later, or not 10 minutes later, like 2 seconds later, I'd be like, "Oh, it's American. They're coming from Chicago." Like
Boston.
And right now, actually, Southwest Airlines actually 2 minutes to fly over our house from Chicago. So.
Wow.
One looked like it was coming up our driveway one night. I'm like, where? What? It was right there. So I texted.
We have a UPS plane that flies
Just
overhead.
Flies over your house.
And it hasn't done this lately, so I think they changed its flight pattern. But it was like you could almost see the pilot's face. This thing was so
Yeah.
the whole house rolled.
That's how it was at Grand Canyon University. Whenever I went out to Phoenix, I went to visit a friend who lives there or goes to school there, and I asked her all the time. I was like, "Do you have planes there?" Because she knows that I like planes. And she was like, "No, I don't really think so." Yes, every 2 minutes, there's like they're so close, they're right there, and you're like, "You didn't know this was here."
I didn't notice how many flights go over our house until she started paying attention. I had no idea.
Wow.
Crazy.
It is crazy.
That is crazy.
So what else have we been watching?
I don't know. What you were
All right,
watching?
so what have you been watching? Now that we're into everybody's travel itinerary.
Yeah.
What
So
were
if
you
anybody wants to stake out my house while I'm gone, feel free.
Well, the
but-
Rings of Power.
Yeah, Wade watched The Rings of Power.
Oh,
Sorry.
and
It was okay.
yeah.
It's
I
worth
haven't really
watching.
watched much. Honestly, really have not watched much.
I've been watching a lot of Miss Rachel.
Miss Rachel?
Yep, it's fine. Be glad
Rachel
you don't know who she is. I
You said be
promise.
glad. It's like Cocomelon. It's one of those kinds of things where you're like,
Yeah.
run away.
I started watching. I think I mentioned this last week. I started watching Fringe again now that it's available without commercials. On
You
HBO
seem to
Max.
really be addicted to that show at first.
Here you go.
Love Fringe. So sad that they ended when they ended. And it was one of those shows that kept getting canceled, and then the fans would rally and they'd give them another season.
Yeah.
Which might not be true. It might just been a marketing ploy.
Yeah. We were watching the IT Crowd.
I like that show.
It was so goofy.
Yeah.
It was
Very
hilarious.
goofy.
And I loved Noel Fielding, his little weird character, the scary guy from the back room.
Yeah.
We watched him on Bake Off.
I said, I mean, that's I don't know. I actually started rewatching that a little while ago too, and I stopped, but I need to get back to it because I really do love it.
Yeah, we just finished that the other day. We watched it straight through practically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. They're short.
Yeah.
26 minutes.
Yeah.
So
The redhead was on Doc Martin. That's what we knew her from.
Those are great boots.
Those are great boots. So I watched I did watch one thing. I watched the Miley Cyrus New Year's Eve special with Dolly.
did you? Well, it's been good knowing you folks. With Dolly Parton, right?
With Dolly Parton, absolutely.
Yeah,
it
we
was
watched it for about a
something.
minute.
We saw who was the guy from the Talking Heads that was singing with her?
The guy from
David
Talking
Burton.
Heads.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, what?
Wade
they were
was freaking out. I'm like, it's that guy. We know him.
They were doing David Bowie's "Let's Dance."
It was awesome.
Let's dance.
He
I
was
mean, he's
awesome.
probably the only person who could pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't doing so great, but I was like, we know this. This is
She
a
was
thing.
fine with it. I admit she was a little awkward. I think that was probably she was a little intoxicated by that point. When she does sing. She really does sing, right? Like that wasn't a great performance, but there are times where it's like, man, she really does have a unique voice. Whether you like
That's
her,
not necessarily a compliment.
I enjoy a little Miley. I have no problem.
I do not like her voice.
I see. I like her voice. I just think it's very unique.
She has an awful vibrato that just drives me up the wall.
Yeah. That one gets me.
Find your love in New City. Ooh.
I don't think she's bad, but I think I agree with Dave on that one.
Oh well, yes. So now we're getting some entertainment. Visit girls 18.site. Or
New
they're really
City.
coming in now, man. We're really getting hit up now. YouTube has found us. We have been discovered on YouTube.
F you.
Nice.
Ordered my tank.
That way, you want him to take it down now, so you'll have the only one again, right?
That's right. Exactly. That's awesome.
The old one-off.
I think we're pretty good here. This is all original artwork, so hopefully on this one there's no problem. They are adorable. What color tank did you get?
The blue, green, whatever color it was.
Oh, I do like that as a strong choice.
It was a solid one. I was thinking about the peach, but
Professor Peach?
Look at that. There it is.
that's the one.
That's beautiful. That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
If you tease your hair up like that, that would be awesome too.
No.
That would be awesome too.
And get a really deep tan.
That's
I am so paced. Have you seen there's like a comic strip and it's this girl that goes to the beach with her friend and she's like they have like all their like clothes and stuff on, and they're, you know, taking them off to get into their bathing suits. And she's like, I don't want to. And she's like, oh, it can't be that bad. And she takes it off. And the girl next to her is like, the beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. Cause she's so white. She's just like blinding. Like, that's me.
That's awesome.
Well, that's what happens when you live in Erie County.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a great Disney trip.
Oh, I think it would be great. I will miss you all next Monday. No, I won't. Even
No, you won't.
But
Richard
all
and
right.
I are coming down to Pittsburgh for Hospital Sushi on Thursday if you want to join us.
Oh, no. This Thursday?
Yeah.
Hospital sushi.
That's the
Yeah,
worst restaurant name
UPMC
ever.
Children's has the best freaking sushi.
They got a serious sushi.
Wow.
in the
I'm
cafeteria.
not kidding.
Why are you coming to Pittsburgh?
Mina has an MRI on Thursday morning. It's like a follow-up. It's like routine. So we're not taking a helicopter this time. But
Good.
What's good?
All right, I'm breaking the rules here, but I'm so bummed because I've been sitting on this intro for 3 weeks, and off for the next 2 weeks.
All right,
we have an intro for Mina, and since next time she's here, she might not be in the mood. So sit back, relax. This is for Mina.
Why you gotta be so mean?
I love it. She'll have to wear her onesie. It's probably still a little bit big, but she's got a long sleeve one that should be fitting her any minute now.
That's awesome.
Well, that's funny.
Well, that's awesome. All right. Well, it's been a show. Thank you all so much.
That was a fun night, everybody.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so dial up Dick and Jane for
Fun with Dick and Jane and Fun with Dick and Jane.
That's exactly it. It's gonna be hard to compare these two movies.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
That's but when I watched Fun with Dick and Jane, I thought it was so much better than Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah, but the casting in Fun with Dick and Jane.
Yeah, it really didn't compare. I 100% agree. All right, everybody have a wonderful couple of weeks. We will see you back here in 2 weeks. Good night.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.